Okay guys, so today I'm going to show you how you can start selling over 100 different graphic design services from home, and all of this managed by your own team of graphic design experts, which means that you don't have to do anything except promoting those services. And for this, I'm going to show you how you can build your own e-commerce website, something like this one here, a website that looks very professional and yet that is extremely user-friendly. And then I'll show you how to install your own payment gateway and how to process your orders. Now, this solution that I'm going to show you today is easily capable of generating a few thousands of dollars per month, if not more. And again, you don't do the work, it's all taken care of for you by your own team of expert graphic designers. Okay, so let's get started. Okay guys, so the very first step is to take care of our hosting and domain name registration. So for this, simply click on the very first link in the description below where it says Get Hosting Here. Now, it's important that you use that link because it will bring you to a co-branded page that we have with Hostinger, which will give you access to 75% discount. And if you use the coupon code MrWeb at checkout, you'll get an extra 10% discount on top. So simply click on this link here. And this is going to bring you to this page. And again, this is a co-branded page that we have with Hostinger. So special prices, obviously, special discounts. If you scroll down the page, you'll find different plans. So as you can see, start from only $2.99 per month. Next one up is $3.99, and then the cloud startup is $9.99. So what's the difference between those three? Well, basically is the performances and the speed. So as you can see, this one is standard performance, this one is up to 5 times faster, and this one up to 10 times faster. So now it depends on the amount of resources that you need. If you're only running one website, this one is absolutely fine. Now, if you're running multiple websites and also maybe e-commerce website, you might want to consider either this one or this one, depending on the amount of traffic and visitors that you're expecting every month. And also with Hostinger, you get a lot of free stuff. You get free SSL certificate, free email, and also a free domain name. These options normally are paid with most web hosting companies. So in this case, you get those for free as well. And if you go for the business plan here, you get free CDN as well, Content Delivery Network. Now, obviously, they provide you with daily backup and weekly backup. As you can see, the entry level here is weekly backup, so they will back up your website once a week. If you go for the $3.99 one, you'll get a daily backup as well. So every day you have a full backup of your website. So feel free to select any of those plans. You can start with the $2.99 one, and you can always upgrade to the next one up later down the line if you need more resources. So let's get started with this one here. So click on Add to Cart. And from here, you're going to select your billing cycle. So as you can see, it goes from 12 months to 48 months. Obviously, the longer your billing cycle, the more you're going to save. As you can see, it's $2.99 per month, but here you're going to save $432. Here, $216, and right here, $108. So what does that mean exactly? Well, basically, if you lock in your price at $2.99 for a year, after that, you will renew at $9.99. If you select 24 months, you will renew at $7.99, and 48 months, you will renew at $6.99. So basically, for 4 years, you're going to pay $2.99 per month instead of $6.99. So feel free to select any of those. So let's continue on with the 48 months deal here, okay? So we scroll down the page, you can create your account, you select your payment method, and right here, we have a quick overview of how much it's going to cost you. So as you can see here, the normal price should be $707 down to $176. So this is a massive saving, isn't it? Now I also have a coupon code for you. So here, type in MrWeb. So there you go. And as you can see, the normal price $176.53, including taxes. Now let's apply this. And as you can see, now it's only $158.88. So that means that you get to enjoy a massive discount of 78%. And then after this, proceed to checkout. And now you can log into your account. So let's do this together. So simply enter your email address and password, and let's log in. So this is your Hostinger dashboard. And right here on top, as you can see, you can claim your free domain. So for this, let's click on Claim Domain. And right there, you're going to type the domain name that you want to register. So for instance, your domain name, okay? And then select your extension. As you can see, you have .in for India, .me for personal websites, .com, this is the most popular one, obviously. You also have .net, .xyz, .help, .host. So select the one that suits your type of business. So let's go ahead with .com as an example here. And then we're going to check the availability. So let's click on this. And as you can see, this one is already taken. So you might have to look for a different variation of your domain name. So in our case here, we're just going to try to register Learn with MrWeb, okay, as a .com. So again, let's check the availability. So this one is available. So we're going to claim our domain, okay? So let's do this together. So let's claim our domain. And then by law, you have to enter your details here, obviously, you know, because you have to know who's registering the domain name. So let's click on the next step. So I'm going to fill this out very quickly. So there you go. And now finish registration. Very good. So now let's click continue. Very good. As you can see, the email verification is pending at the moment. So basically go to your mailbox and click on the link that's inside that email. So I've done that already. So now we can refresh. Very good. As you can see, now it's active and verified as well. Now we can set up our server. So we go back home here. So depending on which plan you purchase, maybe premium, business or cloud, you will see one of those sections here, okay? So when it's not set up yet, you will have a button like this one just next to it. So again, it could be premium, business or cloud. Either of those is absolutely fine, you know? So now click on setup. Now we're going to click on start now. And right here, you're going to go through a few different questions. It's like a setup wizard, basically, you know, to help you set up your hosting. So as you can see, you have a few questions here. What are you creating the website for? So you can select either of those, or you can skip altogether. I would advise that you skip this one altogether, you know. Right here, what are you going to do? Are you going to create a new website or migrate a website? Well, in our case, we're going to create a new website. So select this. So do you want to build this with AI or ourselves? Well, we're going to build this ourselves. So just skip this step altogether now. And you're going to select your domain. So normally it should show up automatically, but if you have more than one domain registered, you might click on the drop-down menu and select the one that you want to assign to this, and then click select. And now right here, you're going to select your server. So this should be normally the nearest either to you or to your target audience. So let's say if you're based in United States, selling to people in the United States, well, you select either of those two here. But maybe you're based in the United States, maybe selling exclusively in Europe, in which case you might select one of those servers here, okay? So because we're based in Ireland here, we can select either Netherlands or maybe United Kingdom. So United Kingdom should be nearest. So let's click on this and now we click change. Very good. And now we're going to finish our setup. So as you can see, now it's taking care of everything. We can see the progress line. So now as you can see, it's installing the SSL certificate for us automatically. Very good. So we're done already. As you can see, well done. You are ready. So from here, you can either go and see your website. So we don't need that because we haven't built anything yet. So we're going to go back to our control panel. Okay, so let's click on manage site. There you go. And we're back to our dashboard now. So now from here, we're going to create an email address and also we're going to install WordPress on our server. So first, as you can see, it says free email setup is not finished. So let's click on the manage here. Very good. So as you can see, I've paid plans as well. I would go with the free one. Absolutely no problem with this, you know. So I'll click select. So let's create our email address. So maybe info@. You're going to enter your password and then a recovery email just in case. I'm just going to put hello@mrweb.tv. Okay. And now we're going to create our new account. And there you go. As you can see, we have a new email address now and you can access it using the webmail. So if you click on this, you can open this in a new tab. So this is your email address. Enter your password as well and click login. And there you go. As you can see, this is your mailbox, basically inbox and sent and spam and archive. So basically you can access all your emails immediately from here. And now we can go back to our dashboard. Okay. So from here, we're going to install WordPress. So right here, you have website. Click on this, expand. And as you can see, you have WordPress and auto installer. This is the one we need to click on. Okay. So click on auto installer. And for this type of project, we need WordPress, but also WooCommerce. So the one we're going to select here is this one because we're going to build an e-commerce platform. Okay. We need WooCommerce installed as part of our main plugins. So we're going to click on this, select. So first, let's enter the website title. So maybe learn with Mr. Web. Make sure the admin email is correct and then create a username and a password as well. Now we move to the next step. So right here, you can select if you want automatic updates or not. So it is advised to use this option here, update only to minor version, but that's really up to you. If you want to automatically update to the newest version, you can select this one here altogether. Again, that's really up to you, okay? And then click install. And there you go, guys. You can see this is done already. So we have everything installed, you know, Lightspeed cache, object cache, SSL certificate. So now you can edit your website by clicking on this button here. So I'll click on that, it will open up in a new tab and this will give us access to our WordPress dashboard. Very good. And because we installed WooCommerce as well, this is the first screen that you'll see. And normally you have to click on this, but we're going to skip that for now. So skip guided setup and just type in your country. So I'm just going to put Ireland here and Dublin and then go to my store. Very good. So from here, as you can see, we can add our products to sell. So clearly we don't sell products, we sell services, but that's the same principle regardless. So before we go ahead with this, let me show you our secret weapon. So this one is called Penji. And as you can see, their main tagline is "Meet your new design team." So with them, you get unlimited access to vetted team of graphic design experts, and they turn businesses into unstoppable marketing machines. So as you can see here, you have all different types of graphic design services. So we have concept art, we have logos, caricatures, brand guides, book covers, and so on and so on. So I'm going to show you all the different categories. We have leaflets as well, characters, and so on. So basically everything that's related to graphic design, you have access to it. So let's keep scrolling down a little bit. And they are already trusted by 35,000 plus brands and agencies, and some big names as well, as you can see: Best Buy, Uber, UPS, Lyft, and so on. So you could be the next one using their services. So let's scroll down a little bit. So it's very easy to use, you know. So getting a great design has never been simpler. As easy as 1, 2, 3. Number 1, meet your dedicated team. So like I said, you book a demo, you sign up with them, and then you have your own dedicated team working for you. And then collaborate and plan unlimited projects. And finally, you get your orders delivered on time and on brand. So this is an amazing service. So now let's address the price, okay? So let's go here. So as you can see, they start at $4.99 per month, up to $1,497. So obviously you have different level of services, and this is the one that we are going to use for this project, the starter plan. Now you can always upgrade to the next one once you get more orders in, but at the moment, at the start, at the beginning of our project, this is absolutely fine. So let me show you all the different features. So if you scroll down a little bit, what's the difference between those 3 plans? Well, basically here we get all the essentials to get us started. So we get graphic designer, brand designer, and illustrator. So this is basically all that we need. Now further down the line, you can always upgrade to the next one up, and then you can get presentation designer, web designer, and if you get this one, you get the motion graphic designer as well. So let's scroll down a little bit further, and as you can see, with the $4.99 you get a creative assistant that's your point of contact. With the marketer level, you get a project manager. So this is basically someone looking after all the different projects for you. So it's going to save you even more time. And with the agency, you get even an art director. So with the starter package, it's nighttime EST. So they don't walk around the clock. But those two here, it's 24/7 basically. And here it's 1 to 2 day turnaround, whereas here it's the same day. So again, depending on how fast you want things done, you might want to select one or the other. And also with the starter package, you can only post 1 project at a time. It's daily output, whereas here it's 2 projects at a time and double output. So again, it depends how busy you are. Remember, as a starter plan, this is absolutely fine. So at this stage, you may be thinking to yourself, but Dave, have you lost your mind or what? That's $4.99 per month. That's very expensive. Well, do you know what? It actually really isn't. Let me show you. So if you go back here to the top, why Penji? And let's scroll down, as you can see here, designs on demand. So you have over 120 plus categories. So you have logo design, animated graphics, book covers, custom illustrations, merchandise and t-shirts, labels and stickers. I'm telling you, if you create a website with just those few categories here, you are guaranteed to generate at least 1,000 or 1,500 a week. I mean, look at a logo design alone. A logo design, you can charge at least $199, so maybe $200, maybe up to $500, depending where you want to place yourself on the market. But let's say even at $199, if you get maybe 3 orders per month, that's already $600. You broke even already. Now let me show you the complete list. So let's open this in a new tab and let's scroll down. As you can see, I have everything related to advertisements on billboards, digital ads, magazine ads, newspaper ads, printed ads. And if you go to branding and logo, you have logos, word marks, typography, business card, label, letterhead, stationeries, packaging, and brand guidelines. If you offer all of these services, you are guaranteed to make a few thousands at least a month, you know. So all things considered, I think $4.99 per month is definitely not a big investment. So now let me show you how you can set this up in your WordPress dashboard. Okay, so first let's create everything related to our e-commerce platform, and then I'll show you how to design that in the front end. So for this, we go to products. As you can see, there are no products at the moment, and obviously we also have categories. So this would be the first thing we need to take care of. So let's go back here. As you can see, you have all the categories and maybe all the different services. So the categories would be advertisement, 2D animations, branding and logos, books and magazines, illustrations and so on. So basically what we can do is to use the structure they already have in place, which is going to make it much easier for us to manage our orders as well afterwards. So let's go back here, okay? So we go to categories first. And right here, as you can see, we need to put the name. So let's fetch the first one, okay? So I'm going to say advertisement, advertisements, Control-C, Control-V, and then add new category. So there you go. As you can see, this one has been added. And then you can do the same with the other. So 2D animation. Let's add it here and then add new category. Branding and logos, Control-C. And then again, back here, Control-V, and then add new category. So now I'm going to do this very quickly with the others. Very good, so I've done that. As you can see, we have website graphics, UI, UX, social media, print and promotion. So again, this is really up to you. You can select a few of them or add them all. So that's really up to you again, okay? So now we have our categories created. Now we can start adding our products. So we go to all products and create the first one. So click on this. Very good. So first we need to add the name. So let's start with the first one. So let's say maybe logos or logos design. Okay. So copy and paste, Control-V, and then we need to add our product description. So it should be something nice, enticing and all that. So for this, I think I'm going to use ChatGPT, you know, it's probably easier. So write a short product description for a logo design service that's enticing and compelling without being too salesy either. So let's submit this. Okay, and now we can basically copy and paste this as a description, Control-V, and we remove the air quotes and the confirmation just at the start. So this is a lovely description. Now, obviously, you can tweak this around, you know, whichever you feel. So let's scroll down. So right here, we need to select a product image and then also the category. So where does this go? Well, this goes under branding and logos. So let's select branding and logos. Very good. And now we need to select a product image. And for this, I like to use freepik.com. It's a very nice website and you get free resources. So let's look maybe for logo mockup and then search. And right here by the size for the license, select free. And then you can select any of those images. So basically something that's representative of this type of service. As you scroll down, you can see you have a few different mockups here. So feel free to select any of those. So now let me open another tab somewhere. So obviously as part of our services, we have the logo design, but we'll have the next one as well. We have probably labels, letterheads and business card. So let's have a look at business cards and find something that's related to this. Very good. So this is nice actually, you know. So you have to find something that's in line with all your images. So if you select something like this, as you can see with a pastel background, all your images should have a pastel background. So you don't want to select something like this one here that has a wooden background, or this one that's showing the front of a shop or something like this. If you go for one style, it has to be throughout the whole website, obviously, you know. So let's select something, find something that's similar to this with a pastel color, which is usually very nice for this type of graphic design website, you know. So let's scroll down and find something suitable. Very good. So I had to go down a few pages, but I found this one here that has a clean background. So this is the type of thing that we want. So click on this now and then download and save this on your hard drive. And now let's go back to our WordPress dashboard and upload the image. So product image, set product image, click on this. And as you can see, I have no images in stock at the moment. So upload file, and then select the image we just downloaded, then open, and then set product image. Very good. So now let's set our price. So as you can see, this is a simple product. So what's the regular price? And maybe you want to have a sale price as well. So let's say maybe normally it's $249, but you have it on sale at $199, which is always enticing, you know, when people see that they're saving a bit of money. Now let's go to the inventory here. So clearly we are not going to keep inventory. It's always in stock because this is a service. You don't actually keep stock for this. And for the shipping, we don't need shipping at all. So we're going to just leave it as is for now, okay? So that's basically it. And right here we have a product short description. So this is basically an extract from this one. So maybe fetch the first sentence or something like this, you know. So Control-C and then Control-V. And that's basically it. So publish. And now let's have a quick look. So preview changes. So right click, open in a new tab. And this is what it looks like at the moment. As you can see, this is logo design. It's on sale at the moment. And it's normally $249 down to $199. And then they can add this to cart. So obviously the layout here, we're going to change this and take care of this. But at the moment, we can have a quick preview and a quick feel of what it looks like in the front end. So this is working anyways, okay? And now let's go back to all products, and you would do the same with all of them. Now let me close this here for a second. So let's go back here. So as you can see, you have branding and logo. So the next one, you're going to do watermarks and then typography and then business card and label, letterheads and so on. And you're going to add them all one by one, and you're going to fetch your images here from FreePic and your description from ChatGPT. And this is how you can create all your different services. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload maybe 10 of them here very quickly again. Very good, so that's done now. So as you can see, I have 3 of them in the merchandise section, 2 in books and magazine, and 3 in branding and logo. So let's have a quick look at what it looks like in the front end. So if you have on top of your name, the website name here, visit store, right click open in a new tab. And this is what it will look like for your visitors. So it looks absolutely amazing already. Very, very professional. So as you can see, letterhead, this is exactly what it is. This is logo. So your visitors have no doubt whatsoever. They know exactly this is a mug, these are t-shirts, and this is a magazine cover, and this is a book cover and business card. So it's very clear to them anyways, you know. And again, like I said, once you've selected a style of images like we had here with the pastel colors throughout the whole website, stick to that color scheme because it will obviously make your website look more professional and more unified as well. Okay, so next, I suppose you want to receive orders and get paid. So this is our next step. So we go back to the WordPress dashboard, and we go to Ecommerce and we go to the settings. So from here, the first thing you need to do is to fill out your address here on top and then scroll down the page, and then you need to define your selling location. So where are you selling to? So for instance, we are based in Ireland ourselves, so maybe we only sell to Ireland and perhaps as well the UK, okay, just next door to us. Now, if you're based in the United States, it could be the whole of the United States. Maybe you're selling to Canada as well, or perhaps down in Mexico or something like this. So select all the countries you're selling to. So for this, click on that. And as you can see, yes, sell to all countries except for, or sell to specific countries. So this is what I'm going to select here. And I'm going to select Ireland, okay? Just like this. And again, if you're based in the United States, select US, maybe New Zealand or Australia, select your countries as well, okay? And then we have the shipping location as well. So this normally should be shipped to all countries you sell to. This is the one that makes the most sense anyways, you know. And then default customer location. So this should also be your shop country and region. Now, are you VAT registered or GST registered or tax registered, basically, you know, do you want to charge taxes on top? If this is the case, tick this box here, and I'm going to show you in a minute how you can set up your tax rates as well. So do you want to enable coupon code? So this is a nice marketing strategy to get more sales. So I would leave that enabled as well. And right here, set up your currency. So at the moment we're euros, and the sign is on the left, and then you have 1,000 and decimal separator, including the number of decimals you want afterwards. So as you can see, at the moment we have 249.00 and so on. I think that looks very nice the way it is. So again, it's just a matter of preferences, you know. So save changes. So now we go to our products. So in our case is services, but it's the same thing anyways, you know. So what is your shop page? So this should normally be shop. I would leave it exactly the way it is. And just here underneath, you have to decide whether or not you want to enable product reviews and show verified owner label on customer support. And also reviews can only be left by verified owner. So technically speaking, I would leave only those two enabled at the moment. And you want to enable product rating as well. So technically speaking, this is a good thing, you know. If people leave reviews on your website, they're happy with the service, this is going to boost up your sales as well. So I personally would leave it the way it is at the moment. So save changes again. So now we're going to set up our taxes. So here basically you have to decide if you're selling to B2B or B2C, so directly to the end user, or business to business basically, okay? Because normally business to business is excluding tax, and then you display the VAT at checkout. If it's to end users, they want to know exactly how much they pay. If it's $199, that's the price they pay, and that's basically it, you know? So technically speaking here, this is really up to you to decide. So how do you want to display the price in the front end? So the price in the system here is entered with tax. Yes, with tax. Or no, I'll enter exclusive of tax. So again, let's pretend you're selling to end users here, okay? So let's say we enter inclusive of tax. And right here as well in the front end, how do you display this? Well, I suppose including tax, and again including tax. And this should be the same throughout the whole website. Again, if you're selling to B2B, it'll be the other way around, excluding tax and excluding tax here as well, okay? So save changes now. And now let's set up our rates. So your VAT rates here, okay? So now we're going to insert a row and create our tax rate here. So here simply type the 2 first letters of your country, Ireland, there you go. You can also have this broken down by state or zip code, but technically speaking, it should be for this is the same rate for the whole country, basically, okay? So here in Ireland is 23% tax, and this is called VAT, and I'm going to put VAT at 23%, so the visitors know exactly what this is, okay? And then save changes. And now if you have a reduced rate or zero VAT rate as well, you can enable this and set them up here the exact same way we did with the standard rate. So that's just done with the taxes. So let's go to shipping. Now, because this type of business that we're setting up here is only online services, basically there is no shipping involved. You will basically email them the file once they're finished, and that's basically it. So we don't need this at the moment. Now, if you wanted to combine this with printing services directly and ship that to them, you might have to enable this. For instance, if you want to design the business card and also combine this with printed business card themselves, you could also do that, and basically all you have to do is to add your shipping zone. But in our case here, we definitely don't need it, okay? Now, the most interesting part is the payment section. So obviously you want to get paid immediately online. So as you can see here, we have direct bank transfer, check payment, and cash on delivery. So clearly these are not suitable for this. And we have the WooCommerce payment as well. So this is run by Stripe themselves. So this is up to you, really. You can use this. Now, maybe you want to use PayPal, maybe you want to use Amazon Pay, maybe Google Pay or Apple Pay or any of those services. I'm going to show you how I can install any payment methods. So for this, we go to plugins, add new. So I'm going to open this in a new tab for now, okay? And right here in the search box, type WooCommerce followed by the payment method. So in our case, we're going to go ahead with Stripe as an example. So I've installed Stripe numerous times on e-commerce website, and I've tried them all, to be honest. And this is the one that's the easiest to install and the most user-friendly. So I would highly recommend you do so. But again, feel free to read all the reviews and see how many active installations you have. As you can see, this one, 100,000 plus active installations and 227 5-star reviews. So this is definitely a good one to go with, you know. So let's install this and then activate. Very good. So as you can see, this is done. So we can close this now, and let's go back to our WooCommerce page and refresh. Very good. So now, as you can see, I have all these payment methods here that have been added to our WooCommerce website. So let's go back to the top. And again, as you can see, we have maybe something for Poland here. I think this one is for France, maybe. You have Klarna, Bank Contact as well, Giropay, I think this is for Italy, and so on. So depending where you're based in the world, you might want to enable some and the others, okay? Even Alipay, you know, and so on. So if you go right here on top, as you can see, credit card, Stripe by payment plugins, that's already enabled. Now we need to link that to our actual Stripe account. So for this, we go to Manage, and then from here, go to API Settings. And as you can see, click to connect. So you have two different modes. You have the test mode and the live mode, okay? So at the moment, we're going to leave it as test because we need to run a test afterwards and make sure that the e-commerce website is working and the orders are coming in. So we keep it on test, but you can always swap this afterwards at the end of our tutorial. So click to connect and then select your business, enter your password, login. Very good. It will automatically fetch the API key, you know, test publishable key and secret key, and it will add them here. So this is why I like this one so much, because it will do that automatically for you. The other one, you have to log into your Stripe account, go to developers mode and all that. So this is skipping quite a few steps altogether. So our payment method is being added now, and now we are ready to run a test. Okay, so let's go back to the front end. So we have a few different products here. So let's purchase maybe a business card design here. So I'm going to add this to the cart. And then let's go to our shopping cart, and there you go. So 149, and as you can see, including 27.86 worth of VAT at 23%. So now we can proceed to checkout. So let's click on this, and let's fill out our details. So there you go, perhaps something like this, you know, maybe John Doe living somewhere in Ireland wants to place an order, and now we have the debit and credit card details. So since we installed Stripe, we can use 4242424242, any expiration date and any CVC code. So this is basically a test card that they have in place, so we can actually test the platform all together. So let me enter this quickly. So there you go, and now we can place our order. Very good. So as you can see, the order has been received. And now let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. And if you go to WooCommerce, as you can see in orders, we have a number 1 next to it. That means that one order just came in. And there it is. As you can see, we have John Doe here who placed the order for $149. It's in processing at the moment. So to process the order, all you have to do is click on this. And as you can see, you have the customer's email address and phone number, and now you can get in touch with them to ask them further details about the design and discuss that with them, obviously, And once you've received all the details from your customers, you can pass that on to Penji, to your designing team, basically, okay? So let me show you what it looks like in the back end. So this is your project board. So as you can see, you have 4 different tabs here. You have active, on hold, complete, and draft. And this is the beauty of this system, is that you have everything in one place. So if you want to place a new project, all you have to do is click on this and the project title. So here, obviously, what do we have? We have a business card for John Doe, okay? So what we're going to do is fetch the name. We go back here and type business cards, and then maybe in brackets, John Doe, so you know exactly who this is. Or perhaps you want to add the order number as well. And as you can see, this is order number 38. So you can fetch this and you can add this next to it. So next time when you come back, you know exactly which order it is. So search category. So by default, they will fetch the name here from your description, or you can search for it directly here in the search category. So let's select business cards. And as you can see, your design, it will be completed in less than 24 hours. So next. So here you select the size, okay? So the standard size, square, circle, irregular shape, or custom. So we're going to go with the standard one. So click next. And here you're going to enter your instructions. So again, once you get feedback from your customer, you can actually copy and paste the content of the email directly here in your dashboard. So perhaps something like this, double-sided business card for a company that sells wine, the details of the company, the address, phone number, email address, and then see attached logo for the colors. And now we can attach the logo itself. Okay, so I found one online here as an example just to show you, and then open, and then click next. And I have to select which file source do you want. Is it Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, or PDF? And if it doesn't matter to you, you can just select any. And then if you scroll down, you have the associated brands. As you can see, I have one here, Mr. Wet, I've created with 3 different projects already in place. So what's the purpose of this? Well, basically, if you already have existing logo, existing flyers, or anything related to that brand, they will get access to all your project files. And if the logo is part of them, they can fetch it immediately without you sharing anything. So in our case, we don't need it here because it's a new project. So scroll down the page and create project. And then you get a confirmation here. So just to confirm, you're creating this project, and then less than 24 hours, and then confirm. That's it. Yes, continue. Excellent. And as you can see, this has been placed in the queue. So right here we have all the details and everything. And we also have people. So at the moment, there's no one assigned, but they usually assign 1 or 2 people within a few hours anyways, and then they'll start working on this, and you'll have it delivered like we see here in less than 24 hours. And then once this is completed, it will appear on your project board in the active section, and you can review your work. So as you can see, all these projects here have been assigned 2 different people. You have Louis and Andre. Here we have maybe 3 different ones here for this one, depending on the complexity of the project, obviously. So let's have a quick look. Let's open one here, maybe Black Friday ad. So this is a project that was requested, and this is what it looks like. So you can view the design immediately from here. So as you can see, that looks very professional indeed. Now, if you want revision or anything, you can basically use the mouse here and emphasize some areas, and then you can type some text as well, So let's say maybe if I wanted to change the pricing, it's maybe not $22, there's a mistake, I can click on this. You can type a revision here and then send a message to the designer himself. And then if you go back here after the few revisions, once you have received them and you're happy enough, well, you can always download the file, and you can download the preview or download with the source file. And this is exactly what you need to provide to your customer. And once you have done that, you go back here, and we're going to mark this as completed. As you can see at the moment, it's processing. So we're going to change the status to completed, and then click update. And that's it, guys. Now let's go back to the orders. And as you can see, John Doe placed 2 orders. One is still in processing and one is completed. And this is how you can take care of your orders. And then if you go to your Stripe account, as you can see, we're on test mode at the moment, so we're going to disable that in a minute. But if you go to payments here, as you can see, we got order 37 from graphic design and order 38 from graphic design that have been processed successfully. And now that we know that this is working fine, we can go back to our WordPress dashboard. We go to settings, and then we go to payments, and here back to our credit card Stripe. And as you can see, at the moment, we are in test mode. So let's go back here to API and switch that to live. That's basically it, okay? And then don't forget to save your changes. And now you can receive actual payments. Excellent. So now let's take care of designing our front end. So we go back here. As you can see, this is a bit basic, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's maybe too simple for a graphic design agency, basically. Okay, so we're going to upload our own custom layout, customize it ourselves, and it's going to look absolutely fantastic. So let's go back here. Now we go to Appearance, Themes, Add New, and we're going to install Astra. So it should be here normally in the recommended. If it's not showing up, you can always look for it in the search bar, and there it is. So hover on top and then click Install, and then Activate. And then by the side now we have a tab that's called Astra. Click on this, and now we go to Starter Templates, and then Install and Activate. Very good. And we're going to select our page builder. So in our case, we're going to use Elementor, which is very user friendly. Okay, so let's click on this one. So we're going to select Ecommerce. And we're not going to select a specific one. We're going to select one that's very generic, which is this one here, which is called Planet Earth Store. Okay, so click on this. And as you can see, this is a multi-purpose store. But don't worry, we're going to change all the pictures and the color palette and everything. But to start with, this is actually a very good one, you know. Now, if you're not too sure, you want to see what the shop looks like, well, you can always click on any of those products to see one of those landing pages. And there it is. So as you can see, that looks quite professional. We have the related products underneath as well, which is absolutely fine. So let's go ahead with that. So for this, we're going to click Skip and Continue. And then you can select your color palette. So let's go back to the home page. And again, the colors will give a different feel, obviously, you know. So if your branding is more in the purple colors, maybe red, or whichever color you use in your branding, select this. Okay, so I'm just going to go with blue as an example here. And you can also choose a font. So at the moment it's Roboto, but you can select another one. Obviously, the font will give a different feel to your website. So depending on the feeling that you want to convey, feel free to select any of those. Okay, so I'm just going to go maybe with this one here. That looks cool. And then continue. And now all we have to do is to click on this big button here, submit and build my website. And this shouldn't take long, maybe 15-20 seconds max. And there you go. So as you can see, it took 17 seconds to build. And now we can go back to our WordPress dashboard. So click on this button here. That's it. So here you can dismiss those messages as well. So close this, and that's basically it for now. So let's go back to our website and refresh. And there you go. As you can see, the theme has been installed, and now we can customize this and personalize this to our own taste and liking. Okay, so let's go back here and let's start with the home page, because that's obviously the most important one. So we go to Pages, All Pages, and look at the home page, which is this one here. It says Front Page, and then Edit with Elementor. Very good. So welcome to Elementor. So this is a page builder, drag and drop page builder. So by the side, you have all the different elements that you can use. You can drag them and drop them on your page. And this is the navigator, so you can close this for now. We don't really need it. So as you can see, if you hover on top, you have different sections, and sections are made out of different columns, and each column has different elements in it. So this one is a heading, and this one is a button. Okay, so let's customize this. So first, we're going to change the background image here. So click on the main section, those 6 dots. Then we go to Style, and let's replace this with something that's related to our industry. So again, we go to Free Pick, and I'm just going to put graphic design here and see what comes up. Okay, and again, we want something that's free. So it's up to you, you know. You can select a generic image like this, but that's maybe too cliche, you know. I'm not too sure now. Let's find something a bit more in line with what we're doing here. So maybe this one here, this wouldn't be too bad, because right here we have the dark section in the middle. So if we add text on top, it will stand out beautifully, you know. And this looks very professional as well. It conveys the idea of graphic design anyway. So as an example here, I'm just going to download this one. Okay, so download again. I'm going to download in that size. Okay, so save this in our folder, and let's go back here now and let's change the image. Okay, so upload file, select file, and this is the one we just downloaded. Now you might have to try with different images, you know. Feel free to try different things. Oh, there you go, guys. As you can see, this does stand out quite a lot now, doesn't it? So now we can change our text. Okay, so let's change, instead of Earth, let's change this to maybe Mr. Web. Okay, and then we're going to change the color, because obviously blue on dark color like this, it doesn't stand out. So we go to Style, and here select your own color. So I'm going to go with white. And then here, instead of multi-purpose store, let's type maybe, well, you know what, let's keep it simple, just graphic design. Okay, and again, we're going to change the color here and white. So this one clearly should be linked directly to our store. So again, we go back here, graphic design. As you can see, visit store, open in a new tab. And this is our store itself, okay? So we can link this directly. So fetch the URL here, Control C. Then as you can see at the end, it says /shop. That's all we need basically, the trailing slash, okay? And right here, instead of link, type /shop. That's basically it. And shop now, or see all, or whatever you want to type here, okay? Now we can change the color as well, you know. As you can see, if you hover on top, it turns blue. Maybe you want it the other way around, maybe blue, and then if you hover on top, it will turn black, maybe, you know. So you go to style, and as you can see, you have the normal mode and hover mode. So in normal mode, we're going to go with blue and then black in hover mode, okay? So normal mode, background type, select classic, and then color here. Click on the small globe here and select the blue. There you go. And now we go in hover mode, and again, background type, color, and here we're going to select black. Okay, so this is the one here, and let's try this. There you go. So that's working fine, and at least this way it does stand out compared to the background. Okay, so from time to time, click update to save your work, and now we can scroll down to the next section. So you're not going to see it. It's right here. You know, it's hidden basically. It's our products here. Okay, so right there, if you click on this, you will see there is a short code added here. So what is this exactly? Well, product limit 3, this is the amount of products you want to display and how many columns and how you want to display them, which order. So descending, and visibility is visible. So these are basically short code that come with WooCommerce. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to try something else. So I'll leave that link again in the description below. Okay, so as you can see, I have content product attributes, and this is basically how it should be displayed. As you can see, product limit, columns, order by, and so on. And you have different options here, so feel free to read through the documentation, okay? So we're just going to keep it the way it is at the moment, and I'm just going to tweak this around. So instead of 3, I'm going to put 9, because we have 9 products, so why not, you know? So let's click update, and as always, let's put this to the test, okay? So let's refresh our page again. And there you go, as you can see, now it's displaying 9 products, but none of those products are those that we created. So these are those that came with the theme itself, or the demo content basically. So let's address this. So we go back to our WordPress dashboard, products, all products, and we're going to delete all these products that we don't need. Okay, so this one, this one, this one. So bulk select them all the postcards here. Okay, and then bulk action, and then move to trash, apply. And make sure that all the products that are left is our own. Okay, so this one again, trash as well. And there you go. So these are our own products. So let's refresh again. And there you go. That looks very cool, doesn't it? There you go. So now we have everything related to our industry here in the front end. And now we can keep customizing our page. So we go back to Elementor. So let's scroll down. And the next section is the testimonial section. So this is very easy to change. So what our customers say, I would leave it exactly the way it is. But if you wanted to change this, click on it and change the title. And right here, if you click on this, these are called testimonials. So this is very, very handy. It's a nice feature actually. As you can see, you type the content here. You can upload an image. You can put the name, and you can even put a title if you wanted to. You know, maybe I don't know. Let's say director. Okay, and right here you can also add a link to a website if you wanted to link back to their own website. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it as this. So that's all you have to do basically. Okay, so change this, and that's basically it. So next we have give the gift of a postcard, and then a call to action button. So this is a very handy one, especially if you're planning to offer coupon codes. Okay, so let me show you first. So if you go back here, remember in WooCommerce, if you go to the settings, we had a feature to enable or disable coupon codes right here. Okay, so maybe you want to make use of this section here to promote a coupon code and to entice your visitors to purchase from you, obviously, you know. So let's do that together as an example again. So for this, we have WooCommerce here. We go to marketing and click on coupons, and we can create our first coupon. So let's call this maybe first 20. Maybe with the first order, you give them 20% discount. And here, maybe type the description. So 20% discount on your first order. Okay, and then we can set up our rules. So where will this apply? So is it a percentage discount, fixed card discount, or fixed product discount? So in our case, it's percentage. The coupon amount is 20%, and you can also set an expiry date. So I would leave it open for now, and you can have the usage restriction as well. So maximum use, well, it would be 1 because it's only 1 per individual, and that's basically it. Okay, so click publish. And now we can use this in the front end and display that in this section here, okay? So first, instead of give the gift of a postcard, let's click on this and maybe we can type perhaps something like this, save 20% on your first order. And right here, we're going to say use coupon code and then the code itself. Yeah, at checkout. And maybe we put the coupon code in bold letter here, just like this. Okay. And now we're going to link this again. So instead of purchase a postcard, we can link this to our shop. So /shop /again. And right here, instead of purchase a postcard, maybe shop now. There you go. Keep it simple, And obviously now we want to replace the background here. That's not related to the industry. So again, I'm going to use free pick and I'm looking for printing mockups. And if you scroll down the page, you find a few things, So I think maybe something like this might be suitable. So I'm going to download this, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can tweak this around and make it look fantastic. So I'm just going to download this again, okay? So we go back here, we go to our main section, style, and then change the image, upload new file, select. So where is it now? That's the one we just downloaded. Here it is. So open, and then select. Very good. And as you can see, it is okay, but it doesn't stand out. And now there's no contrast with our text. So now we can add what is called a background overlay. And this is when the magic happens. So I'll click on the classic here and select a color. So maybe a vibrant orange color or something. Hey, there you go, guys. As you can see, you get a different feel immediately, So perhaps you could select maybe, I don't know, maybe a color like this, maybe around blue. Maybe a shade like this, a nice blue related to our own color. But clearly now the font doesn't stand out. We can't read this anymore. So I have to click on it. We go to style and then change the text color. There you go. And the same with this one here. Okay. So select this style and then change the color. And that's basically it. I think that looks fine now, doesn't it? So now we have the last section here. So secure payment, delivered with care and excellent services. So feel free to change it for whatever you want, and you can even change the icon here if you wanted to have something else. All you have to do, click on it and you can select among all these different options. Maybe you want to add maybe your address, phone number, and a support team or something like this. Whichever way you want, feel free to use this section for something that will be of interest to your customer. So now click update. And that's us done with the home page. So let's go back here and refresh. Very good. So Mr. Web Graphic Design, shop now. Scroll down with a few of our products that they can select immediately what our customers say. And then save 20% on your first order. Use coupon code FIRST20 at checkout. And that's basically it. Okay, I think that looks actually really cool, doesn't it? Now let's go back to the top. As you can see, we have to change our logo. I'm going to show you how to take care of the menu section as well, okay? So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard and let's upload our logo first. So for this, we go to Appearance, Customize. And right here on top, hover on top of the logo, click on the small pencil. And now we can change the logo. So change, upload file, select file. So I found two versions here. As you can see, a white one and a dark one. Open. And then let's insert this one in white because there'll be more contrast. And then skip cropping. Very good. So it's displaying fine here in the corner, and you can easily change the size of your logo as well if you want it to make bigger or maybe smaller, Either way, use the slider here. So now clearly there's not enough contrast between our menu section and the background. So what we can do is to click on the main content section here, the primary header, and then from here go back one step, and we're going to fetch the transparent header because this is a transparent header. Okay, so click on this, and then we go to design, and now we can change the background color. So you have the background overlay here. So we can select a color. Let's try maybe black altogether or different colors, Feel free to play around and find a color that suits you, obviously, So I don't know if blue is fine. I would go maybe with black. I don't know. Maybe it's fine in blue, yeah. Okay, we'll go with blue. And then obviously the color here, the font is not suited. So let's go maybe with white. And then if you hover, it will turn maybe bright blue. Let's try this. No, maybe not. That's not easy to read. Maybe this color here instead. Very good. So let's try it. So that's fine. Yeah. And then we have the shopping cart here. That's blue. Maybe you can change that color as well, So we go to design and the cart color here, select white instead. Very good. So this stands out a lot better. Okay. So we can keep it like this for now. So let's click publish. Very good. And we cannot change the menu from here. So basically for this, we have to exit out of this. And then from here, we'll go to appearance and then menus. And this is our main menu. As you can see, home, about, shop, and contact. Home, about, shop, and contact. And now we can customize this the way we want. Okay. So we're going to keep maybe home, shop, and contact. But instead of shop, maybe you want to change this to something else, okay? Maybe you want to show all the different categories. And for this, by the side, we have the menu items, you have pages, you have posts, custom links, and categories. So if you click on this, as you can see, our categories are not showing here because these are actually the blog post categories. These are not our product categories. So now we need to add them here. So for this, we go here on top, screen options. And as you can see, you have product category. If you enable this and close that, now we have a product category. So here they are basically, okay? So view all. And as you can see, you have 2D animations, advertisement, and so on. So maybe we could add this underneath the shop page. So basically shop page would be the main category and these would be subcategories, okay? So what we do is basically select them all. Very good. And then add to menu. And now we're going to drag them underneath shop. So basically like this and then indent. Underneath, indent. Underneath, indent. And so on with all the others. There you go. And once you're done, click Save Menu. Very good. So now let's go back to the front end and refresh. Very good. So this is our new menu now, and we have the drop-down menu, and we can't see nothing. So we have to change those colors as well. So again, we go back to our WordPress dashboard. We go to Appearance and then Customize. And then let's click on our menu again. And then one step backwards, and then Transparent Header. Design, same procedure again, you know, and then scroll down until you find the colors of the sub-menu. So right here, as you can see, sub-menu color, we have nothing. So this is sub-menu basically, okay? So we can change this. So let's select maybe black and let's see how this looks like. Well, that's perfect, yeah? And if we hover, basically we're going to change the color maybe to blue, okay? There you go. So that's working fine. So publish. And then let's go back here and refresh. And there you go. This is displaying fine. And now you can see all the subcategories. And if you click on any of them, it will bring you to the section itself. And we have the 2 different projects that we created just earlier on. So this is working absolutely fine. And what we have left is basically the footer section here. So let's take care of this now. So we go back to our WordPress dashboard, Appearance, Customize again. Scroll down the page. So right here we have our menu. So this is the exact same as we have on top. So basically if you go to configure menu from here, as you can see, this is our primary menu. So we just leave it as is. And right here, this is basically our copyright claim. So as you can see, this is using the current year as a shortcode, and here the site titles. And this is going to fetch the site title automatically. So if you want to change this manually yourself, basically you go back here, you go to settings and then general. And this is basically where the name is, okay? So you can change this accordingly, put your business name right there, and that's basically it, okay? And right here we have our logo, so click on this. And again, we can change this very easy. So this is a widget. So again, we go back to the WordPress dashboard, and then we go to Appearance, and then Widgets. And then close this one, and this is basically footer builder widget 1 and footer bar section 2. So I believe it's this one here. There you go. So this is our logo. So simply click on it and then replace, and then open media library, and then select your own logo, select, and then update. And let's go back here and refresh. And as you can see, our logo is displaying fine. So that's basically it. We're done now. And the only thing left to look after is the contact page. So if you click on this, as you can see, we have a contact form as well here. So I'm going to show you how to customize this so that you can get the right information from your potential customers, okay? So again, we go back to the WordPress dashboard. This time we go to Pages and then find the contact page. So this is the one here. So edit with Elementor. Very good. So first, let's replace the background image. And because this is Contact Us, maybe you can get a picture of your own city where you're located, basically. Okay, so here we're based in Dublin. So I'm just going to replace this. We go to Style, click on that, Upload File. So I found a picture online. There it is. So this is Dublin City Center. And then select. Very good. And as you can see, the Contact Us now doesn't stand out anymore. So what we can do is basically click on this, Style, and change the color to white. There you go. So this is fine now, okay? So let's scroll down and let's take care of our contact details. So this is very easy to customize, you know. All you have to do is click on it, and then this is the email, this is the phone number and the address. So just replace this with your own. So I'm just going to put hello@mrweb.tv, and you do the same with your own email address. Basically, you do so with all of these. So right here we have what is called icon box. So click on this, and as you can see, you have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google Play. Or what, I don't know, I'm not too sure what this one is, but anyways. So if you don't use this, you can delete it. And you can add any social media that you want. So all you have to do is basically go here and look for it. So let's say maybe Instagram maybe. Okay, so let's select the icon, insert, and then here you're going to put the URL. So basically I'm going to put hashtag here, but that's basically the landing page to your social media platform. Okay, and then you can select the official colors or custom colors. I would leave it as is. It looks absolutely fine the way it is. So this is how you can add or remove your social media icons. And right here, the get in touch. So this is basically our contact form. And as you can see, this is a simple contact form. And that's basically a third-party plugin that's being used inside Elementor. So we go back to our WordPress dashboard. You have WP form. So this is the one here. And as you can see, simple contact form. And to edit this, simply click on it. And this is a very simple drag and drop form builder. So if you wanted to add a field, maybe ask for something specific, I don't know, perhaps their budget or something like this, you know, you could add maybe a drop down menu here, just maybe in between. And then you can add the different options. All you have to do is click on it and you can customize everything, you know. So let's say maybe 0 to 250. And let's say 250 to 500. And here 500 to 1000. And then we're going to add another one. So let's click the plus sign and then 1000 plus. Okay. And that's basically it. And here, instead of drop down, you can put budget. And that's all basically, you know. So now you can also remove the label here. So if you go to advanced, as you can see, we have the option to remove the label. So hide it. So this is the same as the others. And then in the placeholder, we're going to put here budget, just like this. Okay. So click save. Very good. And that should be it. And if you want to see what it looks like, you can click on preview. And that's what it looks like. Okay, so here you have a budget and then you can ask for the budget. So that's basically it. So this is working. And now we want to make sure that we receive all these inquiries. So now we go to settings, notification. And as you can see here, it says admin email. So now we need to type your own email address here and there as well. Now be careful because it has to belong to the same domain name that you're building the website with. So in our case here is learnwithmrweb.com. So it should be an email address that belongs to the same domain name. Okay, so I'm just going to type here info@learnwithmrweb.com and there you go. And that looks more professional anyways, you know. Now click save and that's it. Now if you go back to the contact page and click update and refresh. Let's have a quick look. And there you go. As you can see, now it's requesting the budget as well. So this is working fine. And that's basically it, guys. We're done now.